What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. So look, Rogue Company is an evolving game. With each and every update, Rogue Company begins to slightly change, and especially since now every season we're going to be getting new rogues with all new abilities and weapons. Now this new content that's being added is without a doubt going to affect how Rogue Company is played, and over time things will change. Now this is not a bad thing at all. In fact, the Rogue Company community, people like me and you, have a very strong influence on what is or isn't put into the game. So with that being said, I went and searched the entire internet, looking all over Reddit, Twitter, Discord, and the YouTube comments to find which new gameplay mechanics should and are also the most likely to be added to Rogue Company. Now, if you're new to the channel, believe me, I don't come out empty-handed. I found 3 gameplay mechanics that can potentially be coming to Rogue Company in future upcoming updates. Now let me know down in the comments what you think about these gameplay mechanics that I'll be talking about shortly, and what other new mechanics you want to see be added to Rogue Company. Let's have a real conversation. Now hold on, let's talk about the giveaway from last week. Now the winners of my last giveaway have already been randomly chosen. However, thanks to the Rogue Company team, I'll be having another one, and this time I'll be giving away the Exotic Threads Talon outfit. Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out how you can win that one. But now, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first gameplay mechanic that has been popping up all over the place and has a lot of the Rogue Company community talking is none other than executions. Now the question is, how will executions work in Rogue Company, and is this even something that should be added? Well, first, the way executions will work is when an enemy gets down, instead of just shooting them to take them out, you'll be able to go right up to them, press a button, and kill your enemies in style. But let me explain a bit more. Now, this execution system will work very similar to how For Honor system works, in having each and every rogue have their own personal executions that can be cycled out, just like emotes. In fact, executions will just be a more flashy and a bit more of a personal way to dominate your enemies instead of just dancing over them with a funny emote like we've seen in many other games before. Now, in addition, these executions can be bought or they can be earned in Rogue Mastery as well. So not only will you look like a complete badass ripping off your enemy's head in the middle of battle, but you'll also be able to grind for them and earn your executions. Now, I was also thinking about, what if a melee attack was the last strike to finish an enemy off? Should each melee weapon also have their own executions? Let me know down in the comments what you think about all of this. Let's have a real conversation. Alright, so up next we have a mechanic that has been talked about since Rogue Company was put into beta, a mechanic that many people love and some hate, but I think deserves a chance, and that is parkour. But let me explain, because it might not be what you think. So right off the bat, no, I'm not talking about parkour like we've seen in Assassin's Creed, although it would be cool, but it just wouldn't fit Rogue Company. However, what I do mean is more closely related to how the Watch Dogs franchise does their parkour. So to go even deeper, adding more parkour really just means allowing players to climb up small buildings in a semi-realistic way, and the addition of being able to run up reasonable walls to get into windows and so on. Now, this mechanic really relies heavily on map design, because if you look at Rogue Company, they already have a lot of parkour elements. I mean, we can vault, we can roll, we can even scale walls. Now, adding more parkour can just take that to another level that adds to Rogue Company's intense gameplay. I mean, can you imagine being able to run through and on top of the buildings in the maps like Favela or even Windward, and at the same time still be locked into an intense firefight? I mean, the possibilities are endless. But again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think this version of parkour should be added, or do you have a better idea? Let's have a real conversation. Now, last but certainly not least, this mechanic, well, it isn't exactly a mechanic, but it is something that is heavily talked about and something that I briefly mentioned in my last video, and that is dual wield pistols. But not only dual wield pistols, let me explain. Now, my last video, I mentioned if Rogue Company were to add a Captain Rex skin from Star Wars, they're gonna have to add dual wield pistols as well. Now, I really do think that adding dual wield pistols would be a pretty fun weapon to use with the right balancing. Now, some people were talking about being able to upgrade every pistol to make it dual wield. Now, that's something that really has to be talked about because that can really affect balancing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But dual wield pistols isn't going to be the only weapon that gets dual wield. Let me explain. Now, what if melee weapons were able to be upgraded to be dual wield as well? So I'm talking dual wield bats, dual wield katanas, and dual wield hatchets. Now, of course, being able to upgrade to dual wield weapons is going to have to cost quite a bit of money for balancing reasons. And speaking of balancing, how will dual wield weapons work in terms of damage and swing speed? I mean, they cannot be the same damage as a regular melee weapon because they'll just be overpowered. Now, I think the only way dual wield weapons will be able to work properly in Rogue Company is that they would have to take a huge drawback or nerf in damage, but there is also a ginormous plus to having two melee weapons, which is you'll be able to throw two melee weapons instead of one. Now, let me know down in the comments how you feel about being able to upgrade to dual wield melee weapons. Do you think it's overpowered, or are you all for it? Let's have a real conversation down in the comments. Now, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. That actually means the world to me. And since you actually watched and didn't skip, yeah, I'm looking at you, dog. It's all good. Look, I'm not even worried about it. Thanks for even coming to the video. That shit helps too. So now look, I'll let you know how you can win a chance to get the exotic thread talent outfit. Now, it's very simple to enter. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll be randomly selecting one lucky winner. Once again, thank you so much for all of you who have been supporting my channel in the last couple months. I mean, we've kind of grown quite a bit in just 2 months, and I just want to say I really appreciate it. And honestly, let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you want to see. I mean, I'm open to do a whole load of different kind of videos. Like I always say, I'm the guy for high quality Rogue Company content, and that means all Rogue Company content. So let me know. But that is the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.